the historic role of companies, which is effectively a private depository of capital to then develop a business and exploit it, is no longer the best way of understanding businesses. Businesses like Google and Facebook and Amazon and so on have a huge influence on our lives, on our world. People talk about these as the new utilities, and in a sense they are. So having boards of these companies which are effectively only responsible to the shareholders is allowing companies to judge themselves by their own standards and by their own vision. If we had people on the board of Amazon who were asking serious questions about the impact that they have on wider retail, the impact that they have on the environment, the impact that they have on consumer choice, and not just on prices, then I think we might see some different decisions being made. But there's no mechanism to do that, because boards are appointed by the shareholders, and the shareholders are interested in extracting value. That's fine. I understand why shareholders want to do that. We all benefit from that. We all have investments either directly or indirectly in businesses, and we want our pension funds to be as successful as they can be. But that we shouldn't continue to tolerate a world in which companies effectively hold the rest of the planet to ransom, whether we see the rest of the planet in terms of the environment, in terms of poor people who have no voice, in terms of workers who have no power. You mentioned Starbucks earlier, and yes, there was outrage that Starbucks didn't pay taxes, and so rather like the Queen, it rather generously decided to gift some taxes to Her Majesty's government. But at the same time, Starbucks, I think, has only just recognized one store in the States with unionized workers. Are we really willing to tolerate a world in which we praise this company because it makes, I think, frankly, quite mediocre coffee, while consistently exploiting the people who deliver that service and making a lot of money for shareholders? It worries me that we just don't have the right mechanisms in place to hold companies accountable, and brands are just a small part of that.